I keep forgetting how old I am. Anyway, I got a little inspiration from a song written by Toby Keith. He and Clint Eastwood were at a charity golf tournament. And Toby Keith said to Clint said, I'm 88 tomorrow. Oh, what are you going to do? Well, I'm shooting a new movie. Really? Clint Eastwood said, I wake up every morning and I say, don't let the old man in. And it's sort of my motto. So, I'm not going to let the old man in. Life is a journey. I'm full of quotes, I'm full of sayings, I'm full of dreams, I'm full of ideas. And, you know, if you don't dream, if you don't have ideas, if you don't have something today to plan or look forward to, I guess you sleep in a lot. One of my sayings is, wake up every day with a purpose. What year was this? Ladakh is in northern India. We flew to Delhi, then we flew up into Kashmir and had a driver take us over the mountains. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, I'll tell you, some of these are great memories for your old age, I can tell you. Kilimanjaro. There we are at the summit with my buddies.
Which year was it?
I have no idea. I remember moments. I remember that moment because the air was thin and I was hurting. Oh, look at here. Look at here. Gilman's Point. We started here and we went up to here. Oh my goodness. The sunrise, you don't always get lucky and have the sun come up. And it rises pretty fast because Kilimanjaro is on the equator. Oh my goodness. There he is. And there's the summit. Magic place. Oh, look what I found. We also went, I can't pronounce it, Narrated crater. Oh my goodness, look at here. Look at here. I have, I don't know, it's like a drug, I think. It's a fixation with adventure. Everyone has a bucket list. Some people collect cars, some people collect property, some people take cruises. I don't know, everyone has a bucket list. If you're a golfer, you gotta try golf courses all over. I've had a bucket list for years. I've been very blessed to fulfill a lot of things on my bucket list. I have a couple things left on my bucket list. And I was talking to friend of mine, young friend of mine, they all call me Papa. And he came up with a great idea. I said, I got a couple things left in the bucket. My bucket is almost full, but I got a couple things left. He said, Papa, get a bigger bucket. So I got a bigger bucket. But I've kept it hidden because I don't want my family to see the bigger bucket. I forget how old I am. I get it mixed up. I think I'm 86 or 68, or it really doesn't matter. It's all attitude anyway. A couple years ago, I said to myself, I don't know, I woke up one morning, maybe read an article in the news about some global warming. So I said to myself, I gotta phone up my buddy Dan. I gotta get out to the mountains. I need a mountain fix. I phoned Dan and said I'd like to come out and do a little climbing. We talked about different areas. And the Bugaboos in the Canadian Rockies are one of my favorite. Let's go to the Bugaboos, says Dan. Now, you have to book the mountain huts. He's a Canadian mountain guide, so he has to book the huts. So we actually booked it in early September. Now, early September in the Canadian Rockies, there can be snow, there can be rain, but you have to book it. And there's another saying, there's no bad weather in nature, you just have to have the right gear. So I mentioned this to a couple of my friends. Some were busy, you know, a couple of young buddies of mine, adventurous souls, I mentioned to them, and they said, Papa, let's do it. So that's how it all started. So then from a dream or an idea, reality sets in, and we got together and we talked about what we should take for wardrobe. You got to have the right hiking boots, you have to have walking sticks, you have to have the right backpacks. So suddenly we're on a countdown. Suddenly it's not weeks, it's days. Oh, Aum, Tojan, we're leaving tomorrow. So we rendezvous. I live in a farm near the Waterloo-Wellington Airport, actually. So we rendezvous here, catch a flight to Calgary, and all part of the planning, make sure we had a flight, make sure we had a rental car, drive into the mountains, and stay in a little mountain town. And Dan is going to pick us up meet us the next morning, and out we go.
Right there. Oh, that's our barn? Yeah, there's the barn. Do you see the pond? Oh, yes, I do. Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there, there's my truck. That's my truck. Do you see the red truck? Yes. There we are, buddy.
Well, you must have gone this way when you went to Banff.
Yeah. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ കാൽഗറിയിൽ എത്തിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. കാൽഗറിയിൽ നിന്ന് കാൻമോർ പോവാണ്. ഒരു 1 hour കാൻമോർ എത്തും. അവിടുന്ന് റേഡിയം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സ്ഥലം ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് കൊളംബിയയിലെത്തും. We stay there tonight and നാളെ രാവിലെ മല കയറണം. That's the plan.
You know, I forgot to mention, my buddy Dan Griffith, who has been a mountain guide forever, I think, is very unique. Dan is in the Guinness Book of Records. He climbed 7 summits in 7 continents in 7 months. I met Dan many years ago. He was a heli guide in Panorama, which is near Invermere, BC, where he lives. Well, I'll tell you, you meet Dan Griffith once and you have met a very unique individual in the world. Okay, guys, this is it.
Vroom, here we go.
First day of the rest of your life.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And Dan, thanks for the weather, buddy.
Yeah. Well, we're not here yet. All right.
All right, let's go.
Like on anything, it's, you know, the adrenaline fix, if you will. I mean, wow, and finally this is happening. Now, I should point out, I climbed in the Bugaboos. It was probably some 30 years ago, so I was 30 years younger. So then quietly, I don't tell my buddies this, I don't tell my wife this, I don't tell my friends this, but quietly are saying, can I do this? I don't have 20-year-old legs, 30-year-old legs, 40-year-old legs. I got 80-year-old legs. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Dan, what's that called?
Hound's tooth.
Why would they call it the hound's tooth?
Yeah, I think maybe it sticks out of the ice like a hound's tooth. What do you think?
That's a hell of a good idea. We start out in like a meadow, and then as you climb, you're going higher and higher. In certain areas of the world, you go above the tree line. This is, parts of it are above the tree line. You've got to be careful that you stop to, have some trail mix, have lots of liquid, but that's not a problem because the mountain streams are flowing down like you wouldn't believe. Put these pins in. Are these pins solid enough? So anyway, we start to climb. And I guess you're full of adrenaline. I mean, we're all just giddy, actually, happy. What would be, well, of course, Everest is the highest, but what would you say is a highlight of the Sedna? Or can you do that?
I mean, there's so many different things about it, but when I climbed Kilimanjaro with my whole family, that was pretty good.
That's right. That's right. So here we are, we get to the hut, and the hut is booked months in advance. The hut was erected in 1972, named after Conrad Kane, who is an alpinist. It sleeps about 40 people. There's mattresses, power, stoves, but you have to take all your food in and take everything out. And Dan, God bless him, he puts grub together It was tasty, and after a climb, you're pretty hungry, so we're chowing down pretty good. We met some interesting people. And you sit there and you talk to these different people about different adventures and their lifestyle. That's the other thing in this journey of life. Hang out with interesting people. Hang out with people that have a story. So Dan, who knows these mountains intimately, one of the little adventures is let's go up to a higher plateau, which is still from our base camp or our mountain hut, is still a 3 or 4 hour climb.
So in the foreground is Frenchman Mountain, and in the back, the jagged one is called Taurus. Then over here is Anniversary, then Houndstooth, and Son of Snow Patch. This one is called Bugaboo Spire. And then up behind there is called Crescent and East Post.
That one there?
That's East Post.
That's East Post.
On the right-hand side of that mountain, it's all white.
Oh.
See the white rock?
Mm-hmm.
So that all came down last winter. And all the rocks on the glacier are from up there. Millions of tons of rock. Very big. Well, this is certainly a special place here. There are a few places in the world that are really special. I often like to describe it as some places are black and white, some places are color, and this one is Technicolor. It's so spectacular and so easily accessible. Yeah, the Bugaboos is a special place. Why does anyone climb mountains? And I think it's an addiction. And what people who are interested in doing it and who do it a lot is that we're addicted to success. You set yourself a goal. It's a discernible, concrete, real goal. And when you accomplish it, there's great feelings of joy and accomplishment. But from the top of each one, you see another one. And so, yeah, it's philosophically, it's not really justifiable. There's no real reason to go up there. But boy, it's a great feeling when you get there. Global warming is pretty obvious to anybody who spends time in the mountains, simply because we can see the glaciers melting. They are receding like crazy, so fast. I worked on a project where we were measuring the ice, and in 1 month, the surface of the glacier dropped 3 meters. So that's 3 meters of solid ice over acres and acres of glacier, melted, gone forever. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe that so much ice melted so quickly. Yeah, we're going to see what this world is like in 50 years because it's sure changing fast, and let's hope that we can get it turned around. Well, Duane and I met helicopter skiing, and we discovered that we had similar interests, and so over the years we've gotten together and done a bunch of things. We came here to the Bugaboos, went climbing, climbed one of these peaks. But what's really amazing is here we are now. Duane's just a kid, 85 years old. He made it up here no problem. He's enjoying life and seeing this place. Obviously being here brings back good memories, but we're creating some new ones as well.
Coming down from the mountain, stupid me, I have walking sticks, I got good gear, but I hit a piece of shale rock, my feet went out and I went down. Fortunately, from some skiing experience, I fell backwards, not forwards. Thank goodness I had my angel Tojan guiding me back down because I got beat up pretty good, but I survived. So somebody says, why do you do this? And I said, well, it's really quite simple. It's cold, it's nasty, you fall, you bruise, all the rest of it. But then when you get back, it's a beautiful thing to brag about.
Are they both done?
Oh, got it. You're looking wicked.
You know what? That'll be a hell of a story. Hey, isn't this a good chapter of the story? That's the only reason I did it. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't want Tojan to do that because he's got all the camera equipment.
Muhammad Ali said, it's not bragging if you can back it up. This is one of the most magic places, not only in Canada, maybe in the world. Sorry, but pictures only show so much. You gotta hear the stream which is running behind me here. You gotta hear the rocks crashing down on the side of the mountain. Just make sure you're not below them. You gotta look at the glaciers. You gotta smell the air. You gotta witness the sunrises and sunsets, which we've done. You know what? It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. So I'm blessed, and I have to thank. And I have to thank my friends, I have to thank my family, I have to thank everybody. And so I'm blessed and I'm thankful. You know what? Here I am. And right now, some people would call it a happy place. I'm in my happy place. And I'm blessed. Did I say that before? I am blessed. If anything is a takeaway for younger people, I say don't let the old man in because of my age. But as I said earlier, wake up with a purpose. If you have something to share with someone, an experience, an adventure, I don't know, a story, a lunch, a dinner, if you have something to share with someone, it just enhances this whole life journey. It just enhances it. When you're an old farmer, you collect things. And then everybody that comes to the farm has to take something because I'm trying to get rid of things. We're great collectors. So I'm going through some things at the farm, not really planning that this moment was going to happen. As I'm going through here, I find 400 copies of National Geographic. So I'm looking here, and this is National Geographic, October 1963. Now, I got married in 1963. And look at here, 6 to the summit. Wow. And I'm reading this, 6 to the summit. Oh my goodness.
That's a classic.
This is National Geographic. Look at here. Dan isn't in here. Anyway.
I was still in kindergarten.
And then there was the first guy on Killy, some New Zealand dude. And when he came down to camp, he said, "We knocked the bastard off." And I use that all the
When we
time.
got back to the car today, Duane told us, he said, "Now just think about this. We knocked the bastard off."
So if you ever want to go again, here's a map on how to get up there.
All right.
And here's some pictures. You know, if you ever want to do this, I brought this along to sort of motivate you,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So anyway, Everett's at 50.
Wow.
So this is your present, and don't give these away.
No. Duane, thank you. It's awesome. It's great.
I love you, you know that?
Yeah.
I don't know where I got this, but this has so much meaning for me. It's called The Train of Life. Life is like a journey on a train, with its stations, changes of routes, differing scenes, and accidents. At birth, we boarded the train and met our parents. And we believed they would travel with us on our side. However, at some stations down the line, our parents stepped off, leaving the train and us alone to continue on our own. As time passed, other people boarded the train, and they were significant: siblings, friends, children, and even the love of our life. Many will step down and leave a permanent vacuum. Others will go so unnoticed that we didn't realize that they had vacated their seats. The train ride will be filled of joy, sorrow, fantasy, expectations, hellos, goodbyes, and farewells. Success consists of having a good relationship with all of the passengers, requiring that we give the best of ourselves. The mystery to everyone is, we don't know at which station we ourselves will be asked to step off. So we must live in the best way: love, forgive, and offer the best of whom we are. It is important to do this because when the time comes to exit and leaving an empty seat, we should leave behind beautiful memories which we've created for those who will continue to ride the train without us. I wish you a joyful journey for the remaining years on your train of life. Reap success, give lots of love, and be happy. More important, be thankful for your journey. God, I'm a mountain man, I'm sentimental, fuck me. Anyway, lastly, I want to thank you for being one of the passengers on my train. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever read.
Nice job.
I'm a mountain man, for Christ's sake.